All right, this is Mr. Reyes here to show you how to play Sudoku for absolute beginners. So you see we have one giant box with 16 little tiny squares in it, and there are four smaller boxes that are not as small as these ones, but there are only four medium-sized boxes, I guess you could call them. And what you need to know is that inside every medium-sized box, you have the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can't have more than one of the same number, and you can't have any numbers besides those. So we know that here there's going to be a 1 and a 4, but we don't know which one goes where. That's how the game works. It's all about figuring out which numbers go where. So just like we have to have 1, 2, 3, and 4 non-repeating in our medium-sized box, we also need 1, 2, 3, and 4 in our columns going up and down, non-repeating, and in our rows going left to right, non-repeating. So since there's already a 1 and a 2 in this row, you can tell there's going to be a 3 and a 4 in these two boxes. We don't know which one goes where yet. And the last thing you want to do is do it too soon when you're not absolutely sure. So how can we know exactly which one goes where? Well, you have to take it one step at a time. I'm going to show you some strategies for doing that. So I can see that there's a 1 right here and a 1 right here. So I look for numbers that you can see a lot of, and I use those to help me. So that means that if I need to find a 1, I know if I'm finding where the 1s go, I know there's not going to be one right here. I kind of imagine a laser beam almost. And I know there's not going to be one right here because they can't repeat in the row or column. And I know there won't be one right here because they can't repeat in the box. And then I'm going to see what possibilities this one eliminates. So I can see that it's not going to be there. There's not going to be a 1 right there. And there's not going to be a 1 right there or right there because you can't repeat them. So I know now that the 1 for this box, there has to be a 1 somewhere in there. Can't go right there. It must go right there. So I'll type that in just a sec. And I can tell that the 1 for this box, it's not going to go in either of these two spots because it can't repeat with this one. So it's going to go right here. And I will write that in. It always gets easier as you go when you start writing them in. Okay, so now let's try to figure out where the 3s go, because I see we have two different 3s right there, and that can help us out. So I know that there can't be a 3 in here because there's already a 3 in this box right there. There can't be a 3 in here because there's already a 3 in that box right there. And in this row, we have a 3, so it can't be in either of those two. So I know there's going to be 3 right there. So then for this, I already knew that there wouldn't be one there, but there also won't be one here. So I know there's going to be a 3 right here. Now you being on the computer are not going to be able to draw on your screen, and that's how Sudoku usually works, because usually it's pencil and paper, and you can't just write all over it or else you won't know what's going on anymore. So we know that 3 was there, and the other one was right here. So as you're going, it starts to get a little easier. Now let's try to figure out where the... Now we only have 1, 2, and 1, 4. We got to figure out where those go. So we know, actually, it's pretty quick thing we can see right here is there's only one thing left in this box. It's got to be a 2 because there's no 2 in this box already, in this medium-sized box. So, and we know there's going to be a 4 right here because there's no 4 yet. And that's all the example I'm going to do for now. Thank you so much.